J. Cole absolutely snaps. I have never heard such great production, such great lyricism, mixing it all together with many genres outside of hip hop, like mixing that all in together. I have not heard somebody do that as well as J. Cole in years, maybe ever actually. So I'm gonna start off with the production, which was probably my favorite part of the album. I was really impressed with the way he intertwined real actual instruments and what I believe to be original pieces of music, like not samples. He obviously has beats probably produced on, you know, some DAW, and then I guess recording like the guitar solo and the trumpet. I don't think those were samples. I don't know for sure, but they sounded original. I was really impressed with the way he put that into the beats, or the way the producers put that in the beats, and then the way that J. Cole rapped over it. That was amazing. I haven't really heard too much original instrumentals in a long time. When I was listening to it, I was noticing more and more as the album went on, and as I was starting to really tap into the album, the layers that he was adding on with his voice, his vocals, including his rapping and singing, the instrumentals, like I said, the drums, all of that. There were so many layers in every song. It was really impressive actually how in-depth this album was. And like speaking on that, it was almost 2 hours long. I'm gonna let this lead into the next section. 2 hours of music, 2 hours of I think it was 24 songs, which is crazy. Just with that, he's rapping like damn near the whole beat on every song, and every song is like 4 minutes. Like, it's crazy how many words he's getting in on this album. You really got your money's worth with this album. Not only was the lyricism actually on point, you know, he had his bars, classic J. Cole bars. He was really talking about stuff, and I noticed in this album it's very personable to him. He's really talking about his life and his experience at the top. It seems like at the top. I was hearing a lot of things that I noticed. He seems a little bit maybe fed up with the industry. He might have noticed, I can't speak for J. Cole, obviously, and I can't speak from that point of view because I'm not at the top yet, but it seems like he was saying that the people maybe around him in similar areas that he's in, like rappers, they might have, you know, sold their soul literally or, you know, metaphorically, depending on what you believe. But it seems like he was saying he was not only staying away from that, but trying to keep those people as well out of his life. Or maybe he had them in his life and he realized this is not right. This is not for me. So I really admired that about the lyrics he was saying in the album. And on the songs, the more heartfelt songs, when he's talking about the girl, throughout the whole album actually, there's a little hints of this girl that he's kind of chasing. And then we get the song towards the end of the album, and he's talking about it, and it's, you really feel like you can connect. Like, through his storytelling, you can really feel what he was going through, what he was experiencing, and it hits really hard. It was a very emotional piece to me. I was just really impressed with the way his storytelling was going. I heard a lot of different, I guess, influence. Sometimes I was hearing some Eminem in his flows, which was kind of crazy. I never that's another thing. His flows were kind of all over the place, but not in a bad way. He had a lot of different flows, a lot of different I liked the vocal effects he was doing. He was doing a lot of different vocal effects. Sounds like I'm glazing right now. I'm just only talking about the good stuff, but it's just really a great album overall. I mean, I listened to it with my friend, and we both agreed that the production on this album was absolutely insane. But I do have to say, upon listening further, I realized how important the lyrics really were, and how important what he was talking about really is. Upon first listen, I was not I was a little bit tired maybe, so I wasn't really tapped into what he was saying. I was mostly just hearing it, you know. I wasn't really listening, I was just hearing it for the first time. But, you know, upon further inspection, I could tell he really put his heart into that album. It was really, how do I put it? I felt like there was a strong connection between J. Cole and reality, normal person reality, not like rapper reality when they're, you know, talking about their money and all the bitches and stuff. He's talking about the shit that he is actually doing on a day-to-day basis. Like when the song where he was talking about how he met a fan while he was pumping his gas, and the fan was, you know, telling him about how he changed his life and all that, and he really respects him and appreciates him. And it really feels like J. Cole cares about that fan. I am assuming that story is true, so he obviously remembered that instance, and he made a song about it, which is very admirable. I think that's very sweet and very, it really shows how in touch he is with the real world, and he's not really you know, perhaps he didn't sell his soul. I don't know for sure, but I feel like if there's a rapper that didn't sell his soul, it's got to be J. Cole. All right, enough with the glaze. Do I think that this album was a 10 out of 10? I would say no. I think it was a 9 out of 10. I think the features were cool. I liked the singing a lot on the features a lot. They were beautiful singers. And then Future was cool. I loved hearing Future on there. I do understand that this was the fall off. It's his last album, so you know, I understand he wants it to be his. It's his album. I'm gonna complain as a listener. I do wish there was some more features on there. You know, it is what it is. I'm not mad at it. I just wish there was some more features from other rappers that we knew. But I'm not. You know, I don't think that really takes away from the album. I just wish there was more there. Overall, I would recommend you listen to this album if you have not. It's very much something you have to listen to. Like, you can't really, I wouldn't put it on. You can absolutely put it on the background and do something while you're listening to this album, because it sounds great. It still sounds great. The beats hit hard, and his vocals are always nice. Like, it's always cool. But if you really want to listen to what he's saying, just don't do anything. Just listen to the album, put in your AirPods, whatever, and then just, you know, lie down or something, or just sit and listen to the album. Because, okay, I had to fix my camera, but I think that was the issue the first time, is that I was not tapped into the lyrics as much as I should have been. And yeah, upon, you know, second listening, I realized it's really important what he was saying. So absolutely listen to it while doing nothing. Really listen to what he's saying, and I think you'll realize how important this album actually is to his discography and just in general in the world right now. Yeah, it's a great album. I think album of the year. I don't see how anybody can really compete with this right now. Absolutely go listen to it, and yeah, I think that's enough glazing. I'm gonna end it here.